Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm also going to talk about a few other things that are going on as well. Now this is the holy grail for XRP. This is Dilip Rao, the former global head of infrastructure innovation at Ripple. Take a listen to what he says here.
No, so as I said, the X-current product, the way it's implemented today, uses fiat currencies. So the convergence that we see coming in the next phase is for banks to have an option to say, do I want to use XRP? So instead of the German bank holding Turkish lira, they could say, Akbank, are you able to accept XRP and give me Turkish lira? Here's 100 lira worth of XRP. Here's 1 million lira worth of XRP. And instantly that can be settled without having to hold balances. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for. But if you don't have connectivity, you can't even start. So first you get the banks connected. They do what they're doing today better. They like it. They build new services on it. Then they go, I want to do this in 100 countries, but I can't hold currencies in 100 countries. Well, guess what? You got XRP. So it's a phase strategy, but that's the way banking works.
So Ripple already set up all of the rails, and they're starting to connect the banks to those rails. The next phase would source the liquidity using XRP instead of fiat. Now here's the problem. Some of these banks are not willing to open their doors to XRP. This is where RLUSD would come in. It would open the doors at the banks. But later, the banks would then start utilizing XRP instead of even using the stablecoin. Then they start to hold XRP directly. Now, the banks don't really have to hold XRP directly. A handful of banks could hold XRP into a liquidity pool inside the middle of these banks, and they could all source XRP from that liquidity pool. And that's what I see as the path forward for the price of XRP to really rise. Now, this is an older video, but these older videos are starting to point out where we are in 2024. They're still relevant today. Crypto mining boxes are securities, court says in SEC case. This comes from Blue Hawk Legend. So it looks like mining boxes are now going to become securities. And most likely this will be drug out through the court system over a long period of time. But again, this is the path that the SEC has crypto on. They just want to stop crypto any way they can. It's the same reason that these politicians want to see what you're holding inside of your ledger or your Decent wallet as well. Because they want to make sure that you're paying your fair share of taxes on your crypto on one hand, and on the other hand, they don't want new investors coming into crypto either. And they're trying to crush out certain aspects of crypto along the way, like mining. And here's a fun fact. Even the SEC understands the important role of speculators and speculative volume in starting up the XRP flywheel so that XRP can be used in Ripple products. So if there were a big speculative rise in the price of XRP, along with the natural rise in trading volume, this would help immensely in using XRP for things such as ODL from the SEC lawsuit. So that's how they slowed XRP down. That's how they slowed Ripple down. Because the whole time that we've been tied up in this SEC case, the price of XRP should have already been a lot higher than it is right now. But it's being suppressed partly by the ongoing Ripple versus SEC case. It's also being held back by the lack of regulations here in the United States. Once we get regulations, that's going to open up everything. New, PayPal enables business accounts to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency. PayPal announced it is enabling its U.S. merchants to buy, hold, and sell crypto directly from their PayPal business account. At launch, this functionality for business accounts will not be available in New York State. Today's announcement is PayPal's latest step to increase cryptocurrency's utility by making increased functionality available to millions of merchants in the U.S. Now, I like what PayPal is doing here. They have not included XRP yet. I suspect they will also include XRP at some point. And this is also for their business accounts. Later, most likely anyone that has a PayPal account will also be able to buy, hold, and sell crypto. But at least this is going in the right direction. This will eventually lead to mass adoption. Breaking, Donald Trump promises a golden period. Now, I'm going to play this short clip because there's a lot of speculation going on right now on what Donald Trump said.
We're sitting on trillions and trillions of dollars under our feet, and let's use that to make America rich again. Is that okay? We'll pay off the debt. We'll reduce your taxes. It'll be a beautiful thing. You'll never have this. It'll be a renaissance. It'll be a golden period.
Now, a lot of people tried to tie this to Bitcoin. Other people tried to tie it to other crypto as well, including XRP. But what I think Trump was actually talking about is this right here. He's talking about pumping, fracking, drilling, and producing like never before. When he says there's millions or trillions of dollars under our feet, I think he's talking about natural gas and other energy as well. But I think he is right. We are going to go into a golden period. I think we're going to go into a time of gold-backed currency here in the United States. That's the only path forward for the U.S. Here's Harris. She says, U.S. will remain dominant in AI and quantum computing and blockchain technology. Take a listen.
So I will recommit the nation to global leadership in the sectors that will define the next century. We will invest in biomanufacturing and aerospace, remain dominant in AI and quantum computing, blockchain and other emerging technologies.
So when she's talking about quantum computing, they know quantum computing is way ahead of where we think it is right now. Honestly, I think whatever you thought was a time period for quantum computers, you could shed that down until 2026. People always said, oh, that's not going to happen until 2030, 2040. I think it's so close, it's most likely only a year or two away. And again, blockchain technology she talked about, that's still going to continue to grow and build out over time. But we are definitely pushing in to that new financial system, and they all know it's coming. BRICS currency, 40% could be tied to gold, 60% in local currencies. Like I said, they're already talking about backing their currency with gold. So what do you think the U.S. is going to do? You know, the current fiat dollar is dying. You know, it keeps losing more and more value. The only path forward for the U.S. is to have a gold-backed digital currency. Because the digital age is here, and it's not going away. It's going to continue to expand and grow all outside the United States. The U.S. now has to fast track. So even when it comes to the price of XRP, people always said, it's never going to achieve $1,000 until after 2030. I think you could expect that to happen most likely by the end of 2026. Because everything is now way ahead of the time frame that we originally had back in 2021 and 2022. You know, all during this entire bear market, we have come a very long way. MoneyGram, the world's second largest money transfer firm, has confirmed it suffered a cyber attack, and millions of customers and businesses have been unable to access funds or process transactions. And they're not the only one. Massive cyber attack, personal information of over 3,000 congressional staffers and workers in D.C. leaked across dark web in massive cyber attack. And again, because we're in crypto, right away people are saying, is this the beginning of that massive cyber attack that's going to take down the current financial system, leading us into the new financial system? And you know, when they're telling you that that's eventually going to happen, you can expect it to happen. And these were only two of the cyber attacks that I mentioned. There was other cyber attacks as well. And even the World Economic Forum says, expect more cyber attacks, expect more chaos in the major cities, expect open borders. You know, I argue with people all the time on X. I try to explain to them, you know, the Great Reset is happening in real time already. All you got to do is look at what the Great Reset is calling for. They're calling for chaos in major cities. They're calling for cyber attacks. They're calling for open borders, which will lead to digital ID. They're calling for the rise of CBDCs. This Great Reset has already been happening for years now, leading up to where we are today. And it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. In fact, I still think we are going to see that ICE 9 event where all of a sudden the financial world comes to a complete standstill. And they come in and they gut BlackRock. Because I still think BlackRock is just a shell company set up by the world's elites. And when they come in and they gut BlackRock, they're just taking their assets back. You know, and nothing is going to change my mind on that, because you could see everything that they're predicting is already playing out in real time. And you got to prepare for that. That's why I keep telling you, this is your one shot to get rich. Why would you not take it? You know, I try to wake up people outside of crypto every single day. You know, some of them are always telling me, well, the economy looks like it's getting better. How is it getting better? The U.S. is still spending piles and piles of money, and we're sinking deeper and deeper into debt. The DXY isn't looking any better than it did a week ago. In fact, it's still dropping down. And as the DXY falls, you can expect crypto to start to really take off. So why would you not take money, even if you don't like crypto, even if you think crypto is fake? What is it going to kill you to put a couple $100 in or a couple $1,000 in? It could easily give you financial freedom. All you got to do is buy it, hold it, and do nothing. Wait for everything to happen, because it's already happening. You know, even the U.S., they're not trying to fix this current financial system. In fact, I think they want a reset. Think about it. Look at the debt we're in. Wouldn't you want a reset if you were in $35 trillion worth of debt? Absolutely you would. And at the same time, they're wiping out the middle class through inflation. Inflation, in my opinion, is just government theft. That's all that's taking place, because people's savings are getting wiped out. Their 401ks are getting wiped out. They're living on credit cards and going deeper in debt. And, you know, nothing seems to be fixing anything. You know why? Because the U.S. doesn't fix anything until after a crisis occurs. We've seen that over time. But as XRP holders, once the crisis happens, after that, we are going to get so rich. We are going to come out on the other side of this as the new 1%. And that's what I see playing out. Because Ripple already has the rails in place. Ripple is already connecting the banks. Ripple's partners are banking the unbanked all around the world. And you could say the same thing about Stellar and XLM. You could talk about XDC and how digital trade is starting to evolve because now they're starting to put all the laws in place around digital trade. QNT is like the glue pulling everything together. Algo and Hedera, nonstop growth. Two great, well-rounded cryptocurrencies. IOTA is going to start to emerge as well as we push into Industry 4.0. These were things we talked about 3 years ago, and it seemed like something that was going to take decades to happen. But here it is, playing out in real time. All you got to do is stay patient, stay positive, and we will get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.